I literally always go like, why am I doing that? Should we do the snap? Snap is a better intro. It's your girl Champagne Angel again. I haven't done a mukbang in like a month. That's what I'm doing today. Look at my little crawls. 3 pounds. We found it in Publix. And the bag was like $13. I created a little mushroom medley thing over here. That's just gonna cool my mouth down. It's like a sneaky spicy. It's not spicy as soon as you put it in your mouth spicy. We're gonna make this video a story time coming out mukbang. I have brought you guys here today to make a confession. A confession? These are my confessions. No, seriously, my life is kind of private for the most part. I let you guys see what I want you to see. People who know me know what I'm about to say. Some of them do, some of them don't. Like I said, it's a selective few that actually know. But I have no problem with telling anyone as soon as they ask me, regardless. I am a stripper. No, I'm not. Oh my God, my chopsticks. So yeah, I am, oh my God, I just did that and I feel like all the juice from whatever I was just touching just sprinkled in my eyeball. I've been dancing since about the age of 19. This is like when the math things go around my head and I'm not gonna even be able to figure it out anyways. Yeah, I've been dancing since I was 19, but it was always on and off. I'd always get in a relationship and stop completely. You know, first of all, let me say this. Never try to change yourself for one human being, one man, one girl, whatever you're into, I don't care. But never try to change yourself for one person because the right person will come along. And guess what? They're gonna love you for everything that you do. So, and that's all period. I just wanted to, you know, let people know because I know a lot of people are very skeptical or curious. You know, people talk and there's a lot of gossip all the time. And that's perfectly fine. You know, people are gonna do that. But what I really say is like, why are you gonna gossip? For what? I mean, if you're not getting paid for it, then you probably shouldn't be doing it. I'm still gonna do what I do personally because people have this image in their head as soon as you say stripper. And I just wanna break that cycle. Don't get me wrong, there are, you know, people who take it a little further than what it needs to be, but at the end of the day, I'm not judging anybody for their hustle. I'm for every hustle. Whatever your hustle is, specifically how you get your money, how you put food on your table, how you feed your kids, how you support your family, I'm all for it. I'm really all for it. Like, you have a 9 to 5 and you know you're comfortable with that and you support, you know, yourself, your kids, your family. At the end of the day, I'm still gonna look at it as equivalent because at the end of the day, I go to work. It is a job. It basically is a 9 to 5, just my hours are a little different. 7 to 3 a.m. Whatever you need to do to get to the bag, sis, do it. I don't hate on it. That's why when people, you know, try to bash me, let's say that. Whenever somebody tries to bash any dancer, I'm like, why though? Like, why are you so mad? Because that's what they are. I'm all about women empowerment. I don't care if you are a waitress. I don't care if you are a bartender. I don't care if you're a bank teller. Like, you could be a bank teller and still be a bad bitch. Just carry around that bad bitch energy. And once you find yourself bashing another woman because of their choice of hustle, you're kind of bashing yourself. When they tell you when you're younger, like if you're pointing the finger, 3 are pointing back at you, it kind of, that really incorporates itself a lot. That's why a lot of people try to hide the fact that they're dancers. I know a lot of people are a lot more comfortable with telling people that they're dancers now. And one thing about me, I never give a fuck. As long as I'm happy, as long as, you know, my man's happy, my family's happy, we're good. Even my friends, my personal friends, you know, they all have different occupations. One thing about the circle that I keep around me is that everybody is about a bag. I really appreciate that because there's always people around that's like uplifting. Everybody's hungry. Everybody's hungry. And I like that because that's how I am. I feel like I'm very driven with money, and that's exactly why I chose the occupation that I am in. I'm good at it, so why not do it? You know what I mean? Like, all right, let me start eating before he comes over here and eats all my food. And on that note, we can start my normal game. I'm low-key happy that I just came out.
Ain't you working today?
Yeah.
I'm about to go chill with Moolah.
Today?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk.
Yeah, I really love my friends, the people that I'm around. And I come from a city, like, I come from Philadelphia, obviously. And a lot of people are, I honestly don't even know how to say this. A lot of people are negative. Like, Philly's supposedly known for like the city of brotherly love. And shit, it is not like that. It is not like that at all. You have a handful of people, genuine people.
At least not anymore. It's not like that.
Yeah,
It
because
just keeps getting worse and worse.
it's crazy. No, that's why I tend to like keep everything so private nowadays. Because a lot of people secretly envy, and I don't like that. You know, I try to protect my energy at all costs.
Yeah, a lot of people have a motive.
So as soon as I feel a little off about any energy that's around me, I will cut you off. Like, and not even in a mean way. I will just, you know, not want to be around you. Because we obviously have different goals and we have different outlooks on life, and that's perfectly fine, you know? Whatever your opinion is always fine. Everyone is, you know, well, how do you say it?
Different?
No. Everyone is open to having their own opinion, and that is fine. It's healthy, you know? That's how you think. First of all, let's throw the word dick eating away. Completely away. Let's throw it away.
No, look.
I'm literally abolishing that word from my vocabulary. Like, I never say that. Because I feel like dick eating is such an ugly word. Like,
Alright, people.
I don't care enough to even have an opinion on anybody else's outlooks. I just said that's fine, you know? I feel how I feel and you feel how you feel. I can still be friends with somebody who thinks completely different than me. Our opinion, I could be like, I like red and they like blue. And then I'll be like, oh, well, what makes you like blue? And they say what they say, and they'll be like, what makes you like red? And I'll be like, I say what I say, and that's fine. I really like having, not debates, but I always like to look out at the world, not out at the world, but I like to look at everyone else's opinions, like with rose-colored glasses. Because I'm always down to listen. Because I want to hear what makes you think the way you think. And you might change the way that I think, personally. That's why I'm always open to conversations like that. But people who aren't, I feel, you know, have like a closed mindset about everything. And they're very strongly opinionated. Oh. At the end of the day, whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you be able to pay your bills, and take care of your family, like I said, go for it, sis. Don't give a fuck about what anybody got to say. At the end of the day, nobody's opinion is gonna pay your bills. An opinion can never pay my bills. That's your opinion, that's fine. But at the end of the day, I'll be in my bag and y'all should be in your bag too. Don't be judging people for anything. I believe I'm one of the most humble people. Like, I'm very humble. I'm a supportive friend. 100%.
You could be a dog walker, and people be like, oh, that nigga don't know how to walk a dog right.
You could be a dog walker and be like, people will talk shit about it, and be like, oh, he's a dog walker, like laugh at it. Like, okay, first of all, he's making money doing what they're doing, you know? And why are you laughing at somebody getting money? Like, are you getting money? That's like toxic as negative as people with that mindset, they get nowhere. They literally get nowhere. You cannot get anywhere with that mindset. These crawfish are really good. I don't know about you, but I eat the inside of the head. It's Sunday. I am gonna take you to work with me. I'll record as much as I can, but my club is kind of strict with cameras. I'll start vlogging a day in the life. Come to work with me, cause my job is really fun anyways. Ow, fuck! A fucking claw stabbed the shit out of me. And today's Sunday, so it should be really good. Last Sunday was a little funky. But hopefully, since people didn't go in, people went in Friday, but it just wasn't it for me. And a couple of other people. Shit, spicy as hell. This is so many crawfish, like. That shit is spicy. I'm gonna sprinkle some lime juice on that shit. I am obsessed with lime juice. Like, lime juice is so good to me. I should just, let's see, squirting it right on that. So fucking good. These craws are so much shinier than usual. And the whole bag was 3 pounds. Now I can see why it was 3 pounds. It's fucking tiny little babies or something. You want some?
In a few.
Huh?
In a few.
So good. It was like a mukbang too. Pros of being in the industry that I chose to be in. Obviously, number one, the money. Duh. The way that I even became a dancer, let's say dancer, because I mean, I don't care if you say stripper, but I just like dancer a little bit better. So I first became a dancer, like I said, at the age of 19. But the way that I was introduced to it, I worked at Joyce Leslie's, right? Mind you, I have a daughter. So I worked at Joyce Leslie's and I was the only source of income, I'm gonna put it that way. So I worked at Joyce Leslie's, and as you guys know, from the Philadelphia area. Now, if you guys are from the Philadelphia area, Penthouse is right there, like all the way in the back, it's in the cut. And that was, you know, my first club where, you know, birthed my dancer alter ego, I guess you can say. And I was tired of making, you know, $200 to $300 every 2 weeks. And I'm not shaming anybody who makes that. I'm really not. It just wasn't for me personally, because I had somebody else to worry about as well. It wasn't just me. Best believe. I thought it was a shorter walk than what initially I did. I went on my lunch break. Yes, I did. I went on my lunch break because I thought it was just up the block. No, it probably was like a 10-minute walk. Like I said, I was 19. Nobody was allowed into Penthouse when I first started working there. Like everybody that was around my age in Philadelphia was nowhere near 21 and allowed to go in there. So I went up, I walked my ass right up to the club, and I said, yeah, I'm trying to apply, you know, for a waitress position. I had an interview right on the spot. Manager came out and was like, oh, like, have you ever considered being a dancer? You know, I'm like baby me at the time. And I'm like, no, you know, I'll think about it maybe in the future, but that's just not me right now. So we do the interview. He's like, how soon can you start? I think this is like when Penthouse first opened because it was like 2014, I believe. So like I said, nobody was allowed in there at that time, you know. All y'all was young as fuck. But I was finna get to the bed. I was finna get to the bed because I was tired. I was tired of working minimum fucking wage. I'm like, this is not the life for me. I know this. And like I said, it might be for you, but it's not for me. Opinions are always, you know, needed. My life is not the same as other people's lives. But at the end of the day, I was like, no, I need to get more money. So, you know, I went and got more money. But I was waitressing maybe, I'm gonna say for a month. And I would make like, I mean, it was a lot to me at the time. Like I would make 300 was like the most I've ever made as a waitress. I probably was a sucky ass waitress. I would forget drinks all the time. I would fuck up the fucking drink chasers because I wasn't even drinking alcohol yet. Like I didn't even know. I never had a drink of alcohol until right before my 21st birthday, believe it or not. So, you know, I didn't know what the fuck went with like Jack. They would be like Jack and Coke, and I would go like Jack and I think he said and they'd be like, oh, Red Bull, and I'm like, yeah, I think he said a Red Bull. Like I wouldn't even know. I honestly never knew the fucking name. So that's why I was a sucky ass fucking waitress at the time. But you know, it was good to me. It was good to me. But the club came up to me, well, the manager, and he came up to me. He asked, would you do a tailgate party? And I was like, what's that? And then, you know, he's like, oh, you know, you guys just go, a limo picks you up and you go tailgate outside of the Eagle Stadium. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm like, fuck it, you know. And I go and the limo literally picks us up, right? I'm the only waitress. I should have like figured that was already a setup. And you know, I had so much fun, and that was the first taste of alcohol I've had. I used to do this thing like when I first started drinking, and I would know I was drunk because I would go like this, and I'd be like, fuck, my lip is numb. I'm drunk. And yeah, I was drunk. Mind you, I probably only had like two drinks. My little baby ass. There was this one, excuse me. There was this one other dancer. Well, I wasn't a dancer at the time, but she was a dancer. And I'm gonna say, her name was Phoenix. So, cause that's not her real name anyways. Yeah, so she goes, why don't you try out to be a dancer? Like, how much do you make a night? And I was like, oh, I make like 200 to 300. She was like, what? Like, that's nothing. She was like, you could be making so much more. You're so pretty. And I'm gonna say this disclaimer: nobody ever forced me to be a dancer. It was my decision, myself, to do what I did. You know, as soon as we got back from the tailgate, I went up to the manager and I'm like, I want to audition today. So my first outfit, ironically, was all white. Like a virgin angel. So, like I said, if y'all ever been to a penthouse, y'all know them long ass steps. Like, my greatest fear just like was brought to life, like my nightmare. I'm looking at the steps like, bitch, if you fall right now. I had like 5, almost 6. I think I had like $600 the first night. And mind you, it was a Monday, because it was Monday Night Football. Like, that was a Monday. You know, I'm not used to that type of money. I wasn't used to that type of money at that time. And I'm like, the next day I went, yo. I was sober. So I'm like, what the fuck did I get myself into? I really did this. Like, I was just so scared. And to this day, I still get stage fright every single time. Confidence just boosts up to like 1,000. And I'll be like, whoa. Should I continue to eat? Damn, look, I found a big one. You think the video was good? That's where okay, yeah. I was saying that one of the pros is the money, obviously. And then I told the story of how I even became a dancer. That probably is. I mean, there's a lot of other pros. Like, you're exposed to a different type of atmosphere. It's not for everybody. I'm gonna say that. It's definitely for the strong-minded. Cause you do deal with a lot of shit. There's definitely more pros than cons, but the cons are like hefty. Cons of being a stripper, I mean, that's obvious too, is weirdos. And everybody's not weird, but you deal with assholes. You deal with guys who expect more. You can possibly deal with people who become obsessed with you. You know, you always have to kind of watch your back going home, going into work. I'm not gonna say a con is a boyfriend thing, because sis, you should never chase a man, chase a bag. So that's out the window. That's a con. But you cannot be soft and be in that industry. You can't. You cannot, because it will make or break you. But you gotta make the money. You can't let the money make you too. So I've seen a lot of girls get swallowed up by the industry. So you just, as long as your intentions are pure, when you stay on track, you should be fine. 100% fine. And I'm not trying to convince anybody to be a dancer at all, because like I said, it's really not for everybody. Ooh, another pro, you get to make your own schedule. If you're a student, if you can only have babysitters on certain days, that's definitely a pro, 100%. You know, you're already gonna make that money to pay off student loans, so you just really have to have the brain. You'll be able to stay really, really focused. Con, you will be tired. You will be tired. You will sleep in late. Unless you make like a schedule for yourself. But I love sleep, so I take advantage as much as I can. I'm so happy this mushroom medley had oyster mushroom, because they're my favorite. That's the only reason why I got this one. Like crunchy.
You literally see what I'm doing.
What?
You literally looking at me.
I'm not even looking at you. Why? He always thinks I'm looking at him.
You should tell. Just close it out.
All right.
I won't be a YouTuber without a stripper anymore. Help me out, guys.
Baby, shut up. Weirdo. I know it'd be good. Oh my god. You ate it with the onion?
What?
Huh?
What?
You ate it with the onion?
Nah.
I'm so full. I'm trying to eat as much as I can. Oh my god. Yo, this body got all this seasoning on it. What the actual fuck? He's a big one. Oh my god. Honestly, this be my favorite part. I don't know, this is like the intestines or something. But I fuck with it. I should be having the most seasoning in it. Honestly, when I moved down here for the first time, back when I was like 21, I didn't know anybody. I didn't know anybody at all. I just walked into the club and was like, I want to audition. Fuck it. You know? And that's just the type of person that I am. I'm really fucking with the claws. Look at this one. There's like a little bit of meat, but it's so much tender than the tail. Alright, I'm done here. But I think I'm gonna leave the rest to you. It's a lot. Cat's really sleeping right here. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done here. I am done here. I'm literally gonna leave this for my boyfriend. I probably ate less than a pound, I feel like. But I'm full. But I'm gonna stop on that note. Subscribe to my YouTube. You guys know the deal. Like, subscribe, comment. Like I said, I want to hear from other dancers. I really want to hear from other dancers. What's your experience? Different states that you guys have danced in. I'm out of here. I'm officially done eating. I am stuffed to max capacity, or at least the one that I want to go into work with. So I'm about to start getting ready to go to work. I hope you guys liked and enjoyed my video, and you guys can subscribe, like, whatever, you know, comment. Like I said, I want to hear everybody else's opinion. You know, I'm always open to it. And just be a bad bitch. That's on period. Fuck everybody.